Welcome again. In the previous lecture, we have looked into how we can basically add a new field into our recording and process an LSMW. So in this lecture, we will look into how we can delete some fields uh, and process our LSMW. I will not go into much into detail because it's more of a it's kind of a reversal of what we have done in our previous lecture, but I just wanted to show you how it basically works. So we go to our first app, maintain object attributes, and then we go to our recording overview. And then here we select our recording and click on change. And then here, like we have added this field earlier in our previous lecture. So now we will see how we can delete that field and process our LSMW. So I will go pretty quickly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select the field we wanted to remove. We don't have much options, unfortunately, in that case because the Benki master data is kind of pretty lean. We don't have much information we need to fill in into that. So that's why uh, in that case, all we have the option is state or region. Otherwise, the other three fields are required fields. If you would remove any of these and process the LSMW, you will run into the error because these are required fields. So we will remove that, select the field and click on remove delete screen field, and then make sure click on default all. Sometime what happened is you run into some sort of issue with the LSMW. In that, from that perspective, LSMW is pretty sensitive and it's very difficult to determine the root cause of the error. So you made that change here. The next change we wanted to make is source field. You select the field. Now first you need to click on this change mode and then select the field and click on this delete field because obviously we really don't have anything here. So you will delete that from here because we don't want that. And then we will go to the field mapping and conversion rules. And you will see that here because we deleted the source field. So because the target field was already deleted because this is our target. You know that like FI01 REC is our recording. So that's why you can see that it's not here anymore. And then after that, all we have is the changes for the file. So obviously we wanted to adjust our file. So let's make the changes to our file. So I'm gonna select that file now. And here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run into another, I'm gonna run a query again. And now you can see that it was changed to. So I'm just using the next sequential numbers and I'm gonna click on save as, not desktop, but I will go back to that and I'm gonna use the temp folder in C drive and then text that tab delimited and then replace that. And then after that, I'm gonna just close that out. So we just made the changes into the file. The next thing we wanted to make the changes into the file is we wanted to remove that field. So I missed that in our first uh, attempt. So I'm going to delete that from here, save it out, and then save as the same place where we just saved that. And text tab delimited and save out that. And then so we basically created the file here, and here now uh, we will be just reading the file. So before we read that file, I just wanted to show you how it basically looks like because it seems like we have not looked into that file. So this is how the file looks. So you can see that this is the column here, and here we have all the information we wanted to process. So you can see that these are tab delimited. Uh, so once after creating a file in Excel, then you can just create that file, save as that file as text tab delimited or CSV file. It's up to you. Obviously, if you will create that file as a CSV, then obviously then you have to basically uh, if you are creating that file as a CSV, then obviously in the specify files setting, you have to select the separator as a comma instead of tabulator. So now the time is to execute the step read data and execute that. Now you can see that the records were read and written. Now look into the display read data, and here you can see that all the records were read, and then convert data. So it's taking a time a little bit, but sometime it does happen because obviously when you made the changes into your LSMW, then it takes time to take over all these changes and go from there. Because this is the step when we are basically converting the data into our ERP format for processing. So this is here the way basically you're looking at the data view from the ERP perspective, what is going to be posted. So you can see that the data is here, and then let's go ahead and process, create the batch input session, and quickly process it over because I was not thinking about going all the way to the end, but I'm just going. So display errors only and process over. So you can see that just go to sessions overview and click on that, and go to log, select the process badge, and you can see that here you will see all of your data created, what was happened for this with this batch input session. So it was all about processing the batch sorry making the changes in the recording, and basically deleting the field, one of the fields from the recording, and processing the LSMW from there. So it was all about in this lecture. I will stop here and I will see you in our next